So your first experiment will be getting familiarized with the microwave test bench equipments or components. So out of that, the first one will be the Klystron power supply. You can see the various knobs present in the Klystron power supply. You will be having a meter select switch which shows voltage, that is beam voltage value, current value, and the repeller voltage value, which can be varied by using these two knobs. You can see there it's written beam, and below that you can see the repeller knob as well. And the modulation schemes, you'll be having AM, FM and continuous wave modulation schemes whose amplitude and frequency can be varied by using these four knobs. And these three values, that is voltage, beam voltage, current and repeller voltage values will be displayed on this LED display. That will be the first component in the microwave test bench. And moving on, you'll be having the second component as the Klystron mount with Klystron tube. Okay, I think you might have learned about the working principle of reflex Klystron, that is velocity modulation, bunching activity and all. So in that principle this works, and this requires power supply, and that power is being provided by the Klystron power supply. This is actually placed on a waveguide. It is actually mounted on a waveguide, and hence it is called Klystron mount with Klystron tube. And moving on, the third component will be the isolator. You can see here the isolator serves purpose of controlling the flow of microwave in one direction. That is, it allows the microwave to flow only in one direction. That's the purpose of isolator, and hence it protects the source. Okay. And moving on from isolator, you'll be having a variable attenuator section. Right, you can see here variable attenuator. You'll be having a control knob as well on top of it. What is attenuation is actually it's actually loss of energy, and we might think what is the need of losing energy. Sometimes the energy will be so high that it cannot be read in the measuring instruments. So that's why we need to control the energy. For that we'll be using this variable attenuator, that you can vary the attenuation by controlling the knob on top. And next we'll be having a frequency meter. I think you can see in the frequency meter you'll be having three lines mainly, two parallel or horizontal lines and one red line in a vertical manner. So this intersection point will give actually the value in gigahertz. Okay, from this specific figure you can see the value is just after 9.26, right? So here the value will be around 9.265 gigahertz. Okay, that's actually the use of frequency meter. You can turn this frequency meter and get the precise value. There is a knob provided for that also. And next you'll be having a slaughter line section. In this slaughter line section you can see a vernier scale there, and a BNC section and a control knob as well. So by moving this plunger, that is black part plunger, you can move that from right to left. Okay. And there is a BNC connector also. There is a BNC connector present, and you can use this BNC connector to get connected with VSWR meter or the CRO. And last we will be having a detector mount. You can see this is the detector mount section, where again you will be having a BNC connector from where you can connect to a CRO to get the waveforms and all. Okay, these are actually the main components of a microwave test bench. Okay, and we will see some of the other components. This is a rectangular waveguide. You might have learned about all these things in your microwave theory part. You can see the various, these are all the different components that are being used in microwave. analysis. So here you can see the various T's that are being used. This is actually, now you can see, this is actually a H-plane T. I hope you can see this. And all these T's can be connected on the microwave test bench, and then you'll be having a E-plane T, and then you'll be seeing a magic T. You can see the inside part as well. And then you can see a directional coupler. You can see 4 different ports, out of which the third port 3, will be closed one. You will be using this in your experiments as well. This is actually a 10 dB directional coupler. So these all are the various microwave components that are being used in your experiments. Okay. This is actually a slide screw tuner, and then you can see a movable shot. All these are being used in place of the detector mount. And then you'll be having another measuring instrument, which is actually VSWR meter, that is voltage standing wave ratio meter, which also will be used in your experiments. And you can see the meter selector switch. We will usually keep that in the normal mode as well. Then you will be having the fine and coarse, where you can vary the gain value, and range in dB knob is just below the meter select switch. And this is actually the reading part of the display of VSWR meter. We will be using this VSWR meter in some of our experiments as well. Okay, so these are all the different equipments or the components in the microwave test bench. Thank you.